Hi everyone, today I'm gonna show you 2 ways to make onion oil for massive hair growth and how to apply it. This is a great alternative to onion juice. Contrary to onion juice, onion oil doesn't dry out your hair at all and it can be stored for several months, so I highly recommend you to try it out. If you want to grow your hair longer, stronger and thicker, make sure to subscribe to my channel with notifications. Let's jump right in. For this recipe, you're gonna need a red onion and a brown one. Let's start with the red one. You're gonna remove the skin and cut the onion in small pieces just like you would do to prepare onion juice. I've made a video about how to make onion juice, so make sure to check it out. In this video, I also explain the differences between red onions and brown onions. I will put the link on this video and in the description box. Put all the onion pieces in a plate or a bowl. You're gonna do the exact same thing with the brown onion. Remove the skin, cut it in smaller pieces, and put everything in a plate or a bowl. The next step is to put all of the onion pieces in your blender. You're gonna add 15 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. Then you're gonna blend everything until you get a paste. Put the paste in a pan or a pot. And add 15 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. So in total, you're gonna have 30 tablespoons of grapeseed oil in your mixture. Of course, the amount of oil you should add to your mixture depends on the quantity of onions you use. Mix well and put the pan on medium heat. Make sure to stir the mixture regularly so that it doesn't stick to the pan. The heating process takes about 25 minutes. Once your paste starts to take a brown color, turn off the heat and let it sit until it cools down. After my mixture has cooled down, I put it in a filter bag to separate the onion residues from the oil, but it was a mistake and I'm gonna explain why in a minute. Everything was fine until I started to squeeze the filter bag. The onion residues passed through the small holes of my filter bag as I was squeezing it. This is how it looks like. Finally, I decided to use a coffee filter to separate the onion residues from the oil. I put it on top of a glass jar and secure it with clothespins. This is how it looks. This filtration method is more practical because you don't have to be there or squeeze anything for the filtration to occur. Keep in mind that the filtration process is quite long. It takes several hours. In this specific case, I had to wait the next day for the filtration process to finish. So this is the next day. I'm finally removing the coffee filter. Then I pour the onion oil in my container. I have 100 milliliters of onion oil in total. Now let's move on to the second way to make onion oil. You're gonna need a red onion and a brown one. Cut them into smaller pieces as I did for the first version of the onion oil and put all the onion pieces in a plate. Then pour everything in a pot or a pan and add the grapeseed oil to the pot until all the onion pieces are fully covered with oil. I'm using a tablespoon to measure the quantity of oil I'm adding to the pot so that I can give you an idea of the amount of oil you should use. In this specific case, I added between 60 to 70 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. Of course, the amount of oil you add will depend on the amount of onions you use. Turn on the heat and mix well regularly so that the onion pieces don't stick to the pot. When your onion pieces become very soft and translucent, continue to cook for about 2 minutes, then turn off the heat. The heating process takes about 25 to 30 minutes. This is how the mixture looks like. I let it sit until the next day. This is the next day and this is how the mixture looks like. I'm gonna take a jar and a coffee filter, secure the coffee filter with a clothespin, then pour the oil in the coffee filter little by little. I'm taking a bigger jar to continue the filtration because I have a lot of onion oil. After a few hours, the filtration is done. This is how the onion residues look like. I'm now removing the coffee filter. Then I pour the rest of the onion oil in the smaller jar and close it. To finish, I'm just labeling my containers. This is so cute! Now I'm gonna show you how to apply the onion oil on your scalp. Take a small quantity of oil at a time and rub it between your hands. Then apply the oil on your scalp by gently rubbing your scalp with the pads of your fingers. Of course, it's better to section your natural hair before applying this hair growth treatment so that you stay organized, you avoid tangling, and you make sure you don't miss any area of your scalp. However, today I decided to not section my hair, and it's totally okay. Gently rubbing your scalp will create heat and increase blood circulation so that your hair follicles get even more stimulated and more nutrients. After you finish applying the onion oil, you can do a scalp massage. In that specific case, you should move your scalp and not rub it. Here is a closer look of how to move your scalp without rubbing it. I've made a very detailed video about different scalp massage techniques you can do to stimulate your hair growth. Make sure to check it out. I will put the link on this video and in the description box. Of course, do not miss your hairline. This is where your hair can get the most tension and become very fragile. Make sure to really take your time to massage your hairline. That's it for this video. If it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel with notifications. Thank you so much for your love and support. I really appreciate it. See you in the next video.